Hey Scorpio, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Scorpio. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. We are going to find out if new love is going to be entering your life sometime soon. Will you be meeting that special someone? So let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what they have to say. Okay, we have round and round. Having the hardest time getting the camera to focus today. There we go. And we have Y. Oh, interesting. And community. Let's focus. Okay. Okay. Really interesting cards here. A couple of different messages are coming through. And I think I want to try to tell you all the things that I see because different things are going to resonate differently for different people. So for some of you, it looks like you've been caught in kind of a karmic cycle when it comes to relationships. So, this means that you've been feeling like you've been experiencing the same relationship over and over and over again with different people. Different people, same story type of thing. For others of you, I'll just kind of drop this. I don't know if this is going to be a whole different interpretation, like what messages are going to come through. But for others of you, this is you going in circles with the same person. It's not different people, same story. It's same person, same story, and it's just kind of like a repeated pattern. But this is showing me that you are in sort of a karmic cycle and that there's a lesson that you need to be learning here. And you kind of are in this place where you're going to keep repeating the same thing until you learn that lesson. Yeah, that's why it keeps happening over and over again. So I think that there's a message here for you to be questioning why what is going on in your life has been going on. And also to kind of clear that energy. I'm now drawn to, like, you picked the clear quartz, which is a really, it's just kind of like a pure energy. It's a really cleansing, pure energy. And it feels like there's something here that needs to be cleansed out. Like there's something that needs to change or be evaluated, and you're being asked to ask yourself the question, why does this keep showing up in my life? Why is this cycle playing out over and over and over again? And you might have already started to kind of wonder that. Some of you might be on again, off again. And maybe this connection ended, but you can't stop thinking about this person, or you always find yourself wondering what the meaning of that connection was in the first place, and why didn't it work out? Why couldn't it have worked out? If that's the case, this really is a call for you to clear that cycle and to learn whatever the lesson was that keeps presenting itself. Because it looks like in order to accept new love in, you have to learn this lesson. I think that what's happening here is that there are plenty of opportunities for you when it comes to love. Whether you decide to do this work or not, to figure out why this cycle has been present in your life or not, there are opportunities for love. My only concern is that you won't really be getting the kind of love that you want. You're not going to get the type of relationship that you want until this energy gets cleared up, because it's just a matter of you continually drawing in the same situation into your life. So it will just keep playing out. Yeah, that's kind of the first messages that I saw in these cards. So if that kind of hits home for you, if you do feel like you've been in a cycle of just repeating the same story over and over again, and you're wondering why this keeps happening, and I am seeing for a lot of you, this is something that you talk to your friends and family about a lot. You might go to like your sister or your mom or your best friend, and and kind of vent about, like, why is this happening again? Why is this person acting like this again? Or why can't I get over this person? Or why is this new person acting just like the old person? This is kind of the answer to it. It's sort of a karmic cycle, and there's something that you need to learn and some energy that needs to be cleared up. I am hearing that for some of you, this might be a small portion of you, but for some of you, that connection that you have with a friend or a family member that you turn to in these sort of cases, when these things are going on in your life, they've given you this kind of advice before. It just might not have been that easy to hear. So they, knowing a little bit more about your particular situation, may have kind of alluded to the fact that these people are the same, like that the people that you are drawn to tend to be exactly the same. So that's why you're kind of attracting the same energy into your life over and over and over again. So yeah, that is for one portion of you. If that resonated with you, then good, because I think it was a message you needed to hear in order to get to a place where new love can come in. There is kind of another message for a different portion of you. So, some of you already know this person. That is the interesting thing. I think that this could also be true for those of you who are experiencing the same cycle over and over again with different people or with the same person. This could be true for you at the same time. And for others, it's only the second part of this message that you're going to resonate with if you know who this person is. The funny part is, this is a reading, like, is new love going to come into your life? So you might have been thinking that this is someone that you've never met before. But I am seeing here that there is someone in your life that wants to show up for you in this romantic capacity, but has not spoken up about it. So I think that this is someone who's been present in your life, and that you might have friends in common with this person with this community card. So this might be someone that you are around often, someone that you just are not focused on in that way, or you weren't aware that they were focused on you in that way. It feels like the type of person that's always there. Like they're always around, but you, I don't want to say you disregard them, because I don't think you fully disregard them, but I just don't know that you have thought of them in this particular way, in a romantic way. So it feels like it's someone who's a recurring fixture in your life. And if that's the case, this is like, figure out who that person is and ask yourself why this person is present in your life, why they've been in your life, why they always are there for you. Like really start to question, what is the point of this? What's the meaning of this? Yeah, I think there might be a little bit more to it than you thought. I think that also for a lot of you, if the first part of that message resonated with you and there is someone that you're caught up on, or you're always going through these kind of tumultuous relationships, it looks like there's somebody here that that's right under your nose. While all of this kind of like all this drama or upset and disappointment is going on, there's another person that's right under your nose that is looking at you in this way, that wants to be this new love that comes into your life, but you haven't noticed them in that way. Yeah. For some of you, this is even like the shoulder that you cry on is the person that has these romantic feelings for you. This is interesting energy. I was expecting something, something brand new, someone that you hadn't met. And it does feel like for a lot of you, you have met this person. If you have not already met this person, it is highly likely that you'll meet this person through common friends, or through some kind of socializing that you do, a group that you hang out with, or a meeting that you attend, something like that, maybe even work. Or in your neighborhood, like it could be that this person lives in the same building as you or something like that. They're in some way, they are already connected to you, even if they're not a good friend of yours. They're already connected to you. They already run in the same circles as you do, or live really near to you or something like that. And I do feel like this person has already noticed you and developed feelings for you. That makes it feel like new love is trying to enter your life very soon, because I think this person is sort of just on the sidelines, or they're so near to you that it wouldn't take much for this relationship to kind of like pop off, to blossom. Really, really unexpected message here. Let's look at your last oracle card, and then we'll get into your tarot cards. So we have change. Okay. This is kind of the same energy that we were talking about. Depending on what part of this reading so far you have resonated with, if this is about you kind of experiencing the same relationship over and over again and the same disappointments over and over again, this is a message that something is going to change, that something needs to change. I cannot help but notice this, the imagery on this card, this kind of like spiral, and then this repeated spiral here. I think there is kind of there's a message here to break the cycle in some way. So there's a cycle going on, whether that's in your mind and just your thoughts about how you approach romance. It might be a cycle, an endless cycle that you seem to be caught in with a particular person. This is a message that something needs to change. That cycle needs to be broken for something new to come into your life. Even if that's something new with the same person, there's a particular dynamic in the relationship that has to change, or it's going to be the same repeated cycle. It's not going to be anything new. For others of you, this is about your relationship with a particular person changing and taking on a new, like a new life. So this might be someone that you do know in a friendly capacity, or maybe somebody that you are just an acquaintance with and you haven't developed much of a relationship with them, but you know who they are. Something's going to change in that relationship. Something is going to bring that relationship to the forefront and make this something that's significant in your life. I feel like this person is in your life or very near to you in some way, and they're not very significant to you yet. But it's like something's going to change, and they're going to take more of that like central role in your life. Even though they've been there all along, you're going to start looking at them differently. Your interactions are going to be different. Your conversations are going to be different. Their feelings for you might be revealed, and that's going to change things up. Let's look at your tarot cards. Okay, we have Page of Inspiration. I want this to focus so you can see. Come on. Why be difficult? Okay, there we go. We have the Knight of Voices in reverse. Yeah. The Nine of Emotions. I don't know why the camera doesn't want to focus today. I'm sorry, you guys. And the Ten of Emotions. Okay. There's so much love and fulfillment headed your way. You have the 9 and the 10 of Cups. So this is really about, being fulfilled in every way possible. And to me, this is almost a message of like, you might as well have just gotten 2 10 of Cups, which just means you have everything that you could ever ask for. You have all the love and fulfillment that you could ever ask for. And the only reason I feel like you didn't get 2 10 of Cups is because there aren't 2 10 of Cups in the deck. That's just how this is feeling to me. It's like there's just so much trying to come into you, and I feel like it's about to happen. It's just a matter of like something needs to change, something's going to switch up, and then on the other side of that is so much fulfillment. With this Page of Inspiration, so pages are, it's kind of immature energy in a way. Not that this person is immature, but it's like, it's the very beginning of something. It's something that's like in its infancy that maybe never really has even started yet, because we don't start taking action until we get to the Knight. The page is just kind of playing around with an idea. And this is a passionate idea that this page is playing with. So this is somebody who has already had their eye on you. They've already had the thought. They've already had the inkling. They've already wondered what it would be like. This could also mean that it could be a relationship that just never really got off the ground. in that case, it's not really something new, but it's something that needs to be rediscovered. But for a lot of you, I think this is someone who's had their eye on you, and they really have not told you at all how they're feeling. We have this Knight of Voices in reverse. This is someone who wants to speak up about something, but it's like the feelings that they had never got past the passion. It never got past just the emotional thought that they had regarding you. They didn't say anything. And this could be for a number of reasons. It could be because they don't know you very well. It could be because they do know you very well, and they're a little bit hesitant to change the dynamic of the relationship that you've already established. Yeah. I think this is also showing how passionate you are. So in relationships, and this is probably an element of something that needs to change, it's like you're very passionate in a lot of ways, and I think that you do have a lot of clarity about what you want and what you need in all aspects of your relationship, but you're not always somebody who will speak up. There might be kind of like a fear of rocking the boat. You don't want to offend anyone. You don't want to make waves. You don't want to ruin something that could have been good. So there's this feeling of you holding back sometimes when it comes to speaking your mind and letting someone know exactly what you need in a relationship. It could also be that you wait too long to speak up. So maybe you do eventually get to the point where you say something, but that's after someone has been treating you in a way that you didn't appreciate for like a year. And then it comes out in a different way. So there is kind of this energy of maybe you not always speaking up to let the other person know what's going wrong. But this is something you could change. And that's an essential element to your reading. Something that can be changed. So this is maybe a little bit of advice about how to go into this new connection that's coming in. Be honest and speak up about everything that you want and everything that you need. I think that this new love that's coming in, there might be maybe a little bit of you that doesn't feel like you need to speak up, because with this, you're going to be so fulfilled with this relationship, you might not have to tell this person anything. But maybe just try it. Maybe just try in terms of being open. I think this is something that communication is going to open up really beautifully in this new connection. This could also be that once this person comes into your life and speaks up about how they're really feeling about you, like shows up in a different way, that something big changes in that dynamic. And the fulfillment that I see is just kind of like off the charts here. So I think something is coming in for you, and I think for a lot of you, this is someone that's already in your life in some way, already really nearby, which means it could happen really fast. Let's get a month for you. I'm just going to draw 1 month, and this can give us a clue about timing. Okay, so we have March. This is a timeless reading, so it might be close to March when you're watching this video. The time that I'm filming this, it's March right now. So, yeah, soon would be an understatement. It's the very end of March right now. So, this could be an indication that this person's coming into your life very soon. It could also show that you might have met this person in March, which probably when you see this video will be like last month. If you're watching it when it comes out, but timeless reading, so you could be watching this anytime. This can be somebody that you met in March, and maybe you haven't even considered them as a romantic interest yet, but you did meet them then. Oh my gosh, I think this is something happening really fast for you, and it's funny because the energy at first, I didn't think so. I thought there's a cycle and you probably have some work to do, so it might be like several months, but no, it's looking more like it's going to happen really, really fast. Let's look at some charms and see what other information we can get. Okay. We have an N. It's a little bit hard to see. Let's see if I can make it focus. Hold on. An N, so this can be an initial. Let's see, a B. Wow, okay, let's see what else. We have Capricorn, so this person might be a Capricorn. We have Aquarius. Let's get one more charm. We have Taurus. So some signs there for you to kind of choose from, some clues. This could actually be this person's entire chart, just kind of depending on how it lays out. You did have 2 earth signs here, so there might be heavy earth energy and some air energy here. But yeah, really beautiful reading. Actually surprising because I didn't think it would happen this fast. But this change card could also be an indication that there's a lot of change happening in your life. This might be something that comes in really fast, or the dynamics of a relationship change really, really fast. But it looks like what is ahead for you is a ton of emotional fulfillment, which is probably what's been missing in these previous relationships when we're talking about this karmic cycle. So this looks like you're headed in a very positive direction, and that there's going to be a lot changing and maybe really, really fast. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, letting me read your cards. If you liked this video, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like it, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And I will see you really soon in another video. Bye.